What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? This is John Ricohmnemonic, Soulsomonic, money. What I wanted to talk about tonight is I'm gonna talk about like the chosen one with the energy that really don't really have to do much as living in this world as right now, as others have to move certain things to get certain things how they want to get in this world. All right, this is what how I wanted to talk about it. Let's see. There are people, like most people, and they are not of that in that bracket. What I mean in that bracket is that in the spiritual world, that there are people who's in certain brackets that they don't really have to do really that much to do anything, like for anything to come to them or to give out like input or output. None of that. So the reason why I'm going to speak about this certain type of chosen one of energy, because I really have to dish this out, because it's going to be a time where these are the people, the kids. They're gonna have some of the kids, some of the teens, and some of the adults. The elder ones, I can't really speak on about the elder ones, because I really don't really too touch base on the elderly. If I really want to go there, I would go there, but my energy don't don't want to do that type of research. Like I don't want to really go dib and dab into that, because it's just once you get that certain age, it's like you set in a certain model, and that's why I don't really dip and dab into it. But now, if if it reflects to you, then if it has any kind of help, like towards of certain things of a way of thinking or way of looking at certain things, then again it might help you on certain things. Now, the reason why I'm talking the way I'm talking, because I pick and choose certain ways of a beginning start, and then I let the other energy does what it does, the other side of the world that I don't know nothing of. So whatever it feels like you want to do, like if you want to give you a correct answer at that moment, and or if you want to just be around the bush, it will do that. And it's just like it's really like out of my hand, it's just out of control. But I respect it, because the reason is because it's things that I cannot see. Only thing I could see is what's in front of me, and that is just real talk. So, and I really try to not to see more in depth, but sometimes I be basically lying to myself. It's like you have this ability, and you need to sometimes dib and dab and see more than what it is, even though sometimes it might looks the way you looking at it, but then it turns around, it's not the way it is. But that means that you have to know what ability you have. That's why certain people in a certain bracket has that. Like some people in this world does not believe in some type of zodiac signs or energy or things like that. So you got some people does, and you don't want to take anything away from somebody, and you don't want to give something that they don't want to get. You understand? So the thing, what I'm trying to say is that I have this little story that I got going on, and I sometimes it's just amazing, because sometimes I sit there and just be laughing it off, like it just and the reason why I'm laughing it off, it's not laughing later. It's like laughing at it now, like while I'm in a situation, because it's just like, like this person really thinks that I'm really, really thinking about how I'm gonna control whatever you trying to come at me or saying or trying to do. I'm not really in for that. Because the reason is because if I was really in for that, because that means I'm gonna take control of whatever I'm dishing out into the world, whatever energy I'm dishing out. And really, I noticed that the certain energy, I mean not certain energy, but I know the energy that I'm dishing out, it has its own manifest way of doing whatever it needs to do. So what I'm talking about is this particular person that, and I know how this person is, it's playing all the right cards, like for a regular human being to play, to like, I don't know if you want to call it a victim or being right for that person, saying, oh yeah, I'm loyal to you, whatever, and things like that, without telling that person I'm loyal to you. It's like the action it shows. Excuse me. So, and I'm saying to myself, it's like, I really don't give a damn you really give the loyalty or not to me, because really I'm loyal for myself, meaning to whatever I give to myself, I could definitely give it to anybody else, and I could give that in a heartbeat, because there's nothing that you can't orchestrate the energy that I can't see. I don't care. Like, you could have the biggest magic in the world, or the biggest energy of the world. Like, you could shift whatever. You can never shift my shift, because my shift is just, I can't even shift it, because I don't even know when it shift. When it shifts on its own. So what I'm trying to explain is that this person is playing like all the like cards, and it's going every single thing of mind thinking, of like to find a way to get over me, and to like giving the command, whatever. And I understand, like, the day I was born. I understand the day I was born, what was given to me, and what I was standing on. So this person is like, at the same time, it's like having a field day at the same time, because it's like, wow, like, I can't even, every time, it's like I'm trying to get to this person, and this person is letting the walls down. It's like I'm letting the walls drop. I'm not telling the person what is going on, because the person feel like it's too smart to know all of that anyways. So it's like, okay, well then let's see this. Okay, like in my mind, like, let's see what you really got going on. Like, if you really, really think, you got this unbelievable sixth senses, whatever you got going on, I'm gonna drop the wall for you. I could drop the greatest wall for you, all defense. I'm gonna drop it for you, just to make sure that this is no BS. So when it happens, when I do it in front of you, behind you, side of you, whatever the case is, this is not me. I mean, it's me first, because I'm dropping it. I'm the one who's dropping the wall. But after the wall, it's nothing that I can do nothing about it. Whatever it shifts, it's gonna do whatever is on its own. When you see that block, don't come to me, because it's not. I didn't chose these things. I didn't chose to have certain abilities. I know I might be talking, shit, whatever, and things like that. How do you know certain things, whatever? I see this shit's day-to-day life. It was this like this person, and the thing is that, and I'm over there explaining certain things. Whatever's popping up in my head, I'm explaining certain things. And here goes the funniest thing. Here goes the train. That shit comes fast. So, and it's amazing how we built these shits. But anyways, so it was something that like my opposite sign always like gives me these little things to, you know, whatever, you know, every time I meet an opposite sign of mine, it's like it's just these little tweaks like they give me, and I'll be wondering like, how did they, you know, they give me these little tweaks, and I'll be, cause I be in my normal stage. I don't be in my spiritual, you know, in my spiritual stage. I know them, they be always on their spiritual stage, even though they don't look like they are, but you know, most likely they is. So when they give me these little these twitches and things like that, these tweaks, and so when it pops in my mind, I'll be like, okay, well, damn, you know what? I ain't never did this before. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So the thing what I said, you know what? You know, everybody talk about like flock, right? You know, because I went to Florida and things like that. I didn't even know I was gonna go to Florida just like that, because I was determined not to go back to Florida. I was determined to keep on traveling and see what I need to do. But for some reason, something shifted, and I didn't know how the hell that shifted happened. So, and I was like, and I know this shift is not really good. So I said, you know what? Since this shift is not gonna be really good, I'm gonna have to do all the bad things that I heard of. That, because I know these things is, you know, they're gonna have a major shift on it. So I said, you know what? I said, damn. I've been smoking weed because I did the ass backwards, because I was like, from like an early age, I wasn't trying to do all of that, but now it's like the late age, it's like I'm doing all of that because I understand what kind of ability that I have. So it's like me having these abilities and going through with these abilities and understanding what the fuck, why these people say certain things and or certain ways, or why my ability is the way it is, the way it, you know, it happens. So I said, you know what? All right, so all right, so just had to hear what was going on, see how I need to shift, or what make my mind click and to do a shift, because it does that. So anyway, so I said, you know what? I see cocaine, so I was like, I never did cocaine. I know I have the ability of this certain dark side of me would do it, and would take it to a whole nother level, that a level I never ever seen in my life. And I'm sitting here like, let's go for it. Here goes another train, but this train is dropping off people. This car. So anyways, did that, and I know I'm getting myself in some shit. Now, this shift was like some things that I didn't even know it was gonna, you know, how it was gonna come about. So I was sitting here like, damn, it's a lot of things going on off of less than, I think, 2 months. And it's like, and then here goes the major shift. November 12th, when it hit, that was the major shift that ever hit it. And I was like, November 12, 2019, and that was the full moon of a Taurus. And I'm saying like, wow. And you know, I started the really taking places, like really started looking into the moon, started really, you know, understanding what is gonna take place, what is whatever, because one half of Taurus energy, they're gonna go to prosperity, and another half they're gonna go to the dark side, the dark, you know, energy side, whatever the shift is, whatever that makes that shift. So the chosen ones gonna be dealing with certain things that, like, no normal person would deal with, because there are the few chosen people in this world that's gonna have to go through certain things in this world to make the world shift that it needs to make the shift. So now I'm saying to myself, it's like, got that shift. Then after getting this shift, I was looking at it like this other person is like very, what, maybe intuitions or something like that, because certain things happen and I seen it, like it made a breakthrough. Even though I did a block, it made a breakthrough. And I was like, wow, what a breakthrough. Like, like that was just the part one of the situation. Tune in for the next one. Johnny Ricohmnemonic, Soul Semitic Money.